Today, God says that fear and cowardice are over. From fear, I call you to love that doesn't depend on anything. Dear one, perfect love takes away fear. Through the cross, I brought perfect love into your life in a perfect way. What you gave me is being improved by me. Give up on the result. Let go of any hopes that go against my promise. I'm taking you to the top of your greatest hopes and the realization of your biggest dreams. I have neither left you out nor denied you. Decide not to leave yourself out or deny yourself because of a logical and unfounded fear. What I've already done for you is just the beginning of your increased productivity. Are you ready for the catch that will set a record? Are you ready for your words and deeds to have the same power as if I were the one saying and doing them? You are about to enter a new season that is all about new rights, a new taste of the cross's benefits. You are feeling the benefits of the cross right now in your health, your spiritual life, your relationships, and your money. Start right away eating and drinking things that are rich and sweet. You have been sent the King's respected share. There is no denial going on in your mind. Trust yourself to accept it. When you grow in your faith, you use the kingdom's money to buy things that the human market can't. I am with you and will never leave you or forget about you. The Father tells you that this is a time of blessing. God begs you to trust in the power of the cross right now. It was on the cross of Calvary that the promise of blessing was reaffirmed for you. The cross answers the questions you have and meets the needs you bring to me. You don't need to beg or ask for a response. I talked about every possible reason for your existence on the cross 2,000 years ago. When I put my head down and said, "It is finished," I meant it for you too. Take part in the work that the cross has already done. You are not out of the running. You are on the list. I have not left you out. I am not checking your morals or spirituality to see if your prayer will be heard. In the cross, validation takes place. On the cross, your prayers are seen as real and valid. The answer is on the way. I got rid of the written laws that were meant for you. You were holy and pure before I loved you before the world even began. The fact has not been changed by anything that has happened in the years since. I didn't forget about you. Make a promise to include yourself. Think of yourself as someone for whom the cross at Calvary was made. My love for you is limitless, overwhelming, and always there. Come up to me, tired. Come up to me completely worn out and ready to give up. I will make it easier for you to enter my rest. As long as you believe in the hope of the cross and know that I have already answered every need, every sorrow, and every prayer from the top of Calvary, I will change, transform, and save you. Today, God tells you that the call from heaven is ready for you. The only thing that limits your life is the range of freedom and kindness that my heart feels for you. I'm a patient person. I wait my turn. Peace and care are the only feelings I have for you. This may go against what you were taught before, but understand this: the crucifixion is the most perfect example of my kindness and care, not just for you, but for everyone. When my son died on the cross, I punished him with the worst of my wrath and anger. No information was kept secret. Where can I find wrath? The fire has been put out. Where does the judging take place? It is the only thing that exists outside of what the blood of the sacrifice on Calvary covers. When I gave you the Lamb from heaven as a sacrifice, the full price was paid. What is the reason you haven't dealt with the many failures and big mistakes you've made in your life? As a God, I am kind and caring, like a father. My patience goes beyond what people expect. The only thing that gets in the way of my kindness is when you choose to ignore my kindness and miss out on the many gifts that heaven gives. Accept the full force of my love. Understanding today the depth, the breadth, and size of the love that I give you and everyone else is impossible. This is the kindness that lasts. Come to me. There are no heavenly beings with swords of fire that are against you. You can only be called by the base of the cross. This is the favor that was given to you today. Pay attention and get cleansed. Come with us to feel better. Take part in the cleansing currents of my unwavering love, and you will be changed back into my image. Today, God says that when you pray, your breath is never wasted. Dear one, let your mouth say prayers. I told you what I wanted to say through my word. Bring back my will to me through prayer. Your prayers are like the fire on the altar in front of my throne. As you pray, you offer them up as a sweet gift. Your prayers are like incense burned in the throne room. They bring a scent to me. The atmosphere around my chair is made by your prayers. Some people think that prayer is just a sign of hopelessness, but I believe that prayer can change your life. When you pray, you move from the everyday to the extraordinary. Dear one, let your tongue pry and watch the mountains move and the hills shake. No mountain, no matter how high it is in your life, can stand in the way of your fervent praying at the altar of your faith. Through prayer, my promises become reports that the angels sent to your life can act on. I chose angels to watch over you from birth, and their main job is to listen to prayers for you and bring your requests to me with eagerness. Do not let the fact that your angel hasn't prayed make them look bad and unprepared before my throne. I'm probably going to listen to your prayer. It's in my nature to listen to your prayer. The usual answer I give you is yes. I'm not afraid to ask for help. When you are at your most desperate, the cross of Calvary shows how hard I will work to meet your needs. God says today, I am your essential existence. You may sometimes think of your energy and vigor as limited resources, but that's not what I'm saying about you. You may think you're tired and worn out, but what if that's not how you feel? What if this was an attack by the enemy? As the prophet Daniel explained, the enemy plans to wear out the faithful and make them feel hopeless by using lofty language about you and my promises for your life. So this is the lie that the enemy is spreading, full of fantasy and pretense. Once the misunderstanding clears, you'll see how weak your enemy is and how strong I am by using the power of my right arm to protect and strengthen you right now. Get rid of the mental hold that makes you feel tired or worn out when you wake up every day. Believe in yourself, like David did in ancient times, and know that you can get past problems and hurdles. I have taught your fingers how to fight and your hands how to fight. As you go about your day, make the enemy nervous by showing him how happy you are and how alive my spirit is, no matter how hard he tries. Make fun of your enemy, because when you feel like you're high in the skies, you'll make fun of and insult any demon from hell who tries to get involved with even the smallest of your problems. Because I'm strong, you beat a winner. You will never run out, wear out, corrode, or fail because I am more than enough. Since I'm with you, get up, get energized, and be proud of being the strong fighter I chose you to be. Before the video continues, please like the video, share it with your family and write amen in comment. God tells you today that the oil of His Spirit is being given to you. From the beginning, it has been my goal to bring renewal and change into your life, no matter what part one play in it. Take it. Today, accepted the oil that fell on Aaron's beard and got on the priesthood robes that were around his waist. The oil of my Spirit is currently being put on your intercessory prayers for other people. The bright light and life-changing blessings of power, enlightenment, and freedom are spreading through you and your circumstances. This is the power that is coming to you right now. Take it. Please accept it, my love. To honor me, you must stand in the holy place at night and show respect, praise, and prayer. The Shekinah that is above the mercy seat is yours, and it is shining on you right now. What does it mean to be kabod? That's your question today. Don't pay attention to the complicated teachings of people with weak minds. There is no secret recipe or method that is kept secret. Just walk up to me. Arrive with a load. The approach slowed down. Arrive needing to be cleaned. I'm taking some of your stress off of you. The heavy load is on my shoulders. I'm cleaning you and changing your captivity. I'm changing the way your heirs and their children are held captive. I accept that you love me with all your heart. I won't look down on you because you came to me in shame and humility. There's nothing in the way. There is no putting it off. You have jumped right into my yes, my amen, and from now on, everything will work out for you. The Bible says that God puts the lonely in homes today, but people don't always have the choice. People I bring into your life are there to help and further their growth. Your job in those situations is to help them work out their problems, not make them worse. They may stir up trouble and challenge you, but keep going with love. In my text, I said that I would send deliverers from Zion. Sometimes you are the one who receives deliverance and gifts, and other times you are the one who gives them in my name. Do not think it is strange if people look at you and wait for something from you. Think of yourself as, arise, take up your bed, and walk. Set a goal for your life that will help you stay committed to being a blessing. Nevertheless, you need to also decide where to draw the lines. There are some people in your life who won't have the wisdom and respect to not take advantage of you. Though not in their current situation, affectionate respect should be kept. In some situations, you have to set limits because the other person won't do it on their own. If you let someone cross your lines, they gain power over your life that they don't deserve. Stick to showing love and being patient with people who haven't learned what you've learned and are now absorbing. Be kind and generous. Be kind to others. You should show them love, but you should also set limits because this is an important time for your growth. As of today, God says, I have given you a merciful heart. When life's problems happen, they may crush your natural sympathy, leaving you hurt, angry, and defensive. I want you to go beyond all of that. Even though things around you may make you feel down, I am committed to a program that will help you become better, grow, and heal. Free yourself from the hurts and complaints of the past. Let go. Let people forgive you. Sending out. Give thanks and go on. I'm making you better so that you can make other people better. I'm setting you free so that you can walk around easily and set other people free. The Father says that He is presenting you with the loving heart of a Father who accepts everyone, even those who are difficult and wrong. Love can't go wrong. When leaving love means accepting failure, why do it? Don't let doubt or pessimism get in the way of the kindness I'm growing in you. Being tender in my spirit stops being a weakness and starts being a strength. Don't be pessimistic. Give up all mockery and disrespect. Accept what simplicity is all about. Someone else might call you naive, but I'll call you loved by your Father in heaven. I'm going to teach you how to love people based on my rules, not theirs. I will raise your spirit to a level that eliminates all resistance and makes it possible for even the hardest hearts to change when they need it the most. God says that He is now using His power to do two things in your life. There are two kinds of power in my kingdom. This is my exousia authority and my dunamis power coming into your life and experience. Exousia means being a ruler and having power over others. Dunamis is my instantaneous existence that changes and brings about miracles. Right now, you're learning how to work within the power that makes the miraculous happen right away. In Galatians, a man was called someone who performed miracles among the people. I am teaching and mentoring you. Let me show you how to use the gifts of the Spirit until you can speak in tongues, heal, recognize spirits, and do miracles whenever you want. To get rid of uncertainty, pessimism, and rigid views, I will hire you to work in dry places. I will get rid of your doubts and give you the power to help other people get rid of their doubts too. You show them how to do it. You are not required to talk about anything you show. I'm raising you above the average to a level where you can help me reach my goals. I'm calling you the first participants. Don't look for models from outside sources. If you do, your goals will be lowered. You may find motivation in what other people have done, but I am giving you an experience that is uniquely yours through the manifestation of my Spirit. God says that His world is full of justice, peace, and happiness. My happiness is a huge thing. I am a homemade bomb that will be used on highways and back roads. Where others feel hopelessness, chaos, and instability, where people go through life with tense nerves and a desire to give up, I will help you become the cure for the illness. You are used to traveling through dry surroundings, but now you are coming out of the shadows and into the light. The expression of my joy will come from you because you are joyful. In places where bombs are dropping and fear rules, you will bring joy and happiness. You must spread the message that the sky is not falling, the kingdom is coming. This happiness isn't the mindless joy of someone busy or mentally ill. What this represents is the pure joy of my spirit and the energizing energy that gives life meaning and comfort to those who have been hopeless. I led you to my Shiloh and made you feel at home there. Get ready to greet people who come up to you. You will often find that you are spending money that you can't afford. I loved so much that I gave. As you give without expecting anything in return, I will bring forth plenty. I will make your happiness and wealth even greater until you are overcome and can't understand how kind I am. Your life will be an example of how divine goodness shows up, and your home will look like Obed-Edom's, who kept the Ark of the Covenant. Situations are more likely to lead to gifts and benefits than to a fall into depression. Before the video continues, I request you to comment Amen and please help me by doing super thanks. Your support means a lot to us. God says, I am the God who has never put anything in a straight line. I like leaving you guessing about what I will do next. It is God's power to hide something, and a king must reveal it. The Father tells you that you are His kings and servants. Even though you are Christ's servant, you have power over everything the enemy does. I'm taking away power that doesn't belong to you. People who say you have to follow their orders without any other options are completely wrong. Wherever humanity gets in the way of your path, I will be ready for you. I urge you not to wait for my glory, but to become it. My glory is inside you, trying to come out. Let the birthing process happen. When you walk into a place, say to yourself, I release the glory here. And be amazed at the strange and unusual things that happen. As my beauty comes from you, people will get up and leave the room for no reason. People, even strangers, will come up to you to start a talk, just like Philip did with the Ethiopian eunuch. Of course, you know what darkness looks like, but know that I am shining my light into your darkness. I choose you. I chose you as a way to get back what can't be returned. You have been given a fee. It's right in front of you. Get ready to do something. What I'm about to tell you will shape your essence and make you able to help people around you who are suffering in darkness. You are being asked to shine the light of the Lord in many dark and gloomy places. But I will always be with you and never leave you. Today, God says that His house is a healing refuge. The Father says that He is covering you with a stream of His healing gifts. Our lives and the things we expect from them have been forever changed by life. Set higher goals for yourself. No longer should people be happy with dropping their standards and taking what they can get. Your standards are being changed and lowered because of the disappointments that have happened. No more expecting things to go badly and become unclear. The Father tells you that He is leading you into a spiritual practice that will lead to a state of grace where everything you say and do has the same power as if it were spoken and done by Him. The Father says, "This is my testament of existence. The dead will rise from the dead and the sick will be healed. The outcast will be made clean. My goodness is being passed on to you and through you. You need to make up your mind right away what you are willing to believe in me for. A healing force is coming toward you, like the one that helped the woman with the blood problem. She grabbed the bottom of my shirt and was instantly made clean. Fearlessly look forward to healing signs that come from within, too, and through you that are on a New Testament level. It doesn't have to go with showiness or a showy mood. Your calling will keep pushing you to have more and more faith and high standards. The enemy wants you to focus on the bigger problems instead of me. But remember that I control what happens next in your life, and I'm in charge of your safety. God says today that we are going back to the old land to get the crop again. It looks like the things you've done with your time and money in the past weren't worth it. For our part, the Father says we will keep playing until we win. The competition in the heavens never leaves the field without the banner. Your prize case is missing something. But each trophy brings strife, challenge, and a fight to be the best. You not only have my favor, but also the blessing, skills, and talents that I gave you to help you reach the goal I set out in my word. The Father tells you to have higher hopes for yourself. Old goals are being brought back to life. Aim for bigger goals that aren't limited by the limits or restrictions you feel right now. I'm changing the line between what is possible and what is not possible. The limits of what is possible and what is not possible are being changed in basic ways. Get ready for the impossible to become possible as I raise the level of my favor in your life to help you achieve your deepest wishes and biggest goals. Today, God tells you that He is close to you. No matter what the issue is, I am always on time and focused on my life. Do not let the situation decide how loyal I will be. Do what I say. Look at the promise of my word. I am here for you. You should think about which authority you will follow, the situation's authority or the authority of my word in your life. Think about my recommendations. When you come into my presence, don't be skeptical or doubtful. My order will always be in effect, and any problems you have will be overcome by it. This is what your background is. This is how your future will look. You will look at the chaos going on around you and ask, what else could go right? You may also ask, God, what are you doing? Know this, I am leading you to a place where your words and actions will have the same power as if I had said or done them myself. I am the sovereign of sovereigns. In my name, I have made you kings and priests. Realms belong to monarchs. The power of Satan is illegal on earth. Do the things you normally do and follow the rules of my kingdom in your life and the lives of others. Just do what I would do in your situation if you were me. Move across the water's surface. Cleanse the sick. Bring the dead back to life. Triumph, because you've won today in every way. God says today that He is not afraid. Do not be afraid of the evil that is coming to the world stage. Do not be discouraged when faced with the demands of disrespectful people who make fun of the values you hold dear. The truth always wins over lies. When evil has attacked the defenses of truth so many times that they are worn out, my truth will still be there, unharmed and unconcerned. Some people, even those who claim to be in my name, are sounding the alarm and saying that how much faith you have depends on how worried you are about what's going to happen on earth. My message to you is not to be scared, small group. It makes me happy to give you the land. It makes me happy to give you the kingdom, even though sin is a threat that hangs over the land like a ghost. Don't pay attention to the enemy's false threat. In the end, I will wake up my people, and they will once again become the country that Joel said would fight the army. Be careful in everything you do. No matter what, always show thanks. You have been given a job. That's who you are. That is where you belong. There is, in fact, a lot of evil in the world. The mountains are covered in morning fog. What happens next depends on where your attention is focused. If you choose to depend on me instead of any tainted or compromised fake hope, you will still be strong when all human systems have fallen apart. Today is the day of my visit. The change is coming soon. Start with yourself as you go back to the rock that raised you and offer your sacrifices and prayers for change. Before the video ends, I request you to help me by doing super thanks. Because I don't have house and I have to make my new house.